Oh my God, that is flown out there. So in this video, we're going to take a look at a brand new release from Callaway, and it's the new Apex UW wood. We're going to run through this club, really give you an idea of where this sits. Is it a hybrid replacement? Is it a fairway wood replacement? Or is it somewhere in between? We're going to give the answers to those questions in this video, so stay tuned. Okay, Apex UW. UW stands for utility wood. Sometimes golfers have been confused maybe where this sits in the golf bag. Is it replacing hybrid? Is it replacing the fairway wood? Or is it something in between? What exactly is this club supposed to be doing or trying to promote? We're going to run through that exactly in this video. So I'm just going to cut into the video here and ask for your help. I'm getting closer to 100,000 subscribers. I want to get over that mark, so I need your help. So if you're watching the videos and you're enjoying them and you haven't subscribed, just jump down there, hit that subscribe button. It'll mean a lot to me. It helps me with the videos, and hopefully I can hit that 100,000 subscriber mark. Let's get back to the video. So we'll start with the head cover, and it's pretty high quality, as you're going to expect. You know, nice sort of leathery look. We've got the Apex in the same color as the actual head cover in the black, just sort of popped out. That looks really quite classy. Now I've got the 17 degree, which is the lowest loft of the UW family. We've got a 19 degree offering, a 21 and also a 23, depending on maybe the trajectory and distance and gapping you're trying to put into your golf bag. But I've got the 17 degree. I've had one of the older model, I think it was the original UW that Callaway brought out. I did actually play with that for a little bit in my golf bag, really enjoyed it. It's quite a powerful golf club actually. So we're going to see maybe how this sort of stacks up against that as well. Okay, so maybe just before we run through the tech and the spec on the club, let's just get a shot underway, look at that playing position behind the golf ball, and it's a great looking club this. Very sort of clean, it's the Apex family, so we're seeing it very clean, gloss black finish, no real alignment aid on the top, so really clean look, just the Apex on that inside heel section. Sits incredibly square, which is something that I really like, and maybe we'll talk about this more later in this video, but sometimes the hybrids tend to sit a little bit more sort of toed in, a bit more closed. Most golfers maybe putting a hybrid in a golf bag might suffer from more of a fade, a slice or a right miss. So I think this is aiming now to somebody who wants to see this ball sit quite neutral, maybe doesn't want to see this ball go left on them. So sits incredibly square, great shape on there to be fair, as it sits behind the golf ball. Oh my God, that is flown out there. It's a very nice sort of flat, piercing flight there. Yeah, low spin number 2.8. That's a good strike. 245 carry, running out 268. So it is quite a powerful thing. Yes, it's a 17 degree, but that's quite a good carry number for me for this type of club. Right, so let's discuss where is this sitting in the golf bag? What is it trying to replace? Now, when you go on the Callaway website and you search for this, this is sat underneath the fairway wood section of the website. So it's not sat in the hybrid section. So Callaway are pushing it more towards maybe a fairway wood option replacement, utility wood, maybe a little bit of a mix between a hybrid and a fairway wood. Obviously it looks more like a hybrid with it being shorter from the face to the back of the golf club, where the fairway wood's obviously a lot deeper, a lot more stretched back. Hybrid it's more of that hybrid look. But it's the spec of the golf club and how it's built in the length and the lie that just differs a little bit from a hybrid. So as I mentioned before, maybe a lot of golfers don't like to see hybrids go left. They're built a little bit more anti-right, so they tend to promote more of that drawy left sort of shot. So golfers who don't suffer with missing it right, they don't really like to see that towed in so much. So this is where this, I think, sits in there. It's a bit more powerful. It sits a lot squarer, more neutral looking in the performance of the golf club, I would say. And the lie angle is a little bit flatter in this UW than it is in a hybrid. Hybrids are built a little bit more upright. Again, that helps to stop that right miss as a right-handed golfer. So this is built a little bit more flatter, nearer to a fairway wood spec, but it is a touch shorter in length than a fairway wood, but it's obviously a little bit longer than your hybrid. So it is sat more towards a fairway wood, but probably with a little bit more control. That's a good strike. Touch pushy. It's not cut on me, it's just a little bit of a push. But the flight is really strong. Just found that I've actually cleared that bunker there by the looks of things. Yeah, I have. 246 carry. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the technology, maybe what's creating the flight that we're seeing with this UW. So as you can see, when we flip it on the bottom, we've got this screw there, well, it's 3 screws visibly, and we've got this tungsten plate. This tungsten wave is what Callaway are calling it. It's 41 grams of weight, which is a chunky bit of weight. And as you can see, that is positioned obviously at the bottom of the club in the sole, so it's low in the head, but it's also forward in the head as well. So that's going to create quicker ball speed, and Callaway is saying it's quicker ball speed from low in the face strikes as well. So really sort of, I mean, I'm sort of seeing quite a nice lowish spin number there and quite a flattish sort of flight, a bit more like a 3-wood sort of flight, I would probably say there. And I think a lot of golfers could replace the 3-wood with something like this, a little bit shorter in the shaft, maybe a little bit more compact in the head, but then a touch more loft with that 17-degree, but with that weight low and forward, maybe getting that good bit of ball speed with the control of spin. But yeah, big fan how that sort of sits behind the golf ball. As I say, very neutral, no adjustability in the neck sleeve here, or there is no neck sleeve, should I say, no OptiFit as Callaway would do. So this is straight glued product, sits square. Okay, there's a test. That was right off the toe. And do you know what? That flight hasn't really changed at all. That's still quite flat. It's still quite forward. The spin's low. Yes, it was a toe strike, 242 carry. That wasn't a good strike. I could really feel the twist happening in the club. So forgiveness-wise, that's doing quite a nice job. It still hit the target, still hit my fairway. So what else is happening technology-wise? We've got like a stepped sole is what Callaway are calling it. So as you can see where that tungsten wave plate is, the club then just, or the sole just steps down into the back section of the head. That's helping to reduce any sort of drag through the turf, keeping the speed up through there, obviously maintaining ball speed as a result. And we've also then got a carbon crown. We can't see it, there's no carbon effect, it's all polished off black, but we've got a carbon crown there, which obviously is going to save weight. That's going to get redistributed into that 41 gram tungsten plate at the bottom to help with that CG location to create that launch and that spin control. And there's the one off the bottom. So I've hit the toe, I've hit the bottom. I'm trying to find every part of this club face at the moment. And that spin naturally is going to increase. We're going to get some gear effect when you hit the low in the face strike. You're always going to pop a little bit of spin on, but that's acceptable. See, the launch is going to come down, the spin's going to go up, but I've really only lost about 10 yards there, 10, 12 yards. It's got superb sound to this, I would say, with this UW. You know, it's a nice positive crack. It's not too dull, like, you know, sort of carbon, maybe the drivers, so to speak. Again, that's a touch low, touch heel, and that's just come out arrow straight. It's not perfect on the strike. There's a launch just dropped. There's a spin going up. There's just dropping back a little bit of distance, but it's straight. So I would say this UW is more geared towards the fairway wood area. I think that's obviously where Callaway have categorized it on their website under the fairway wood tab and page. What I would probably say there, if you want to see something that sits very neutral, a little bit more forward weighting, a bit more compact in the head than a fairway wood, then this obviously is a good option. Touch shorter in the shaft, that control aspect, maybe for somebody who's got a quicker speed, just wants a little bit more control. Again, I think this would be a really good option. Oh, I'm going to finish on that one. That one's crunched. Beautiful flight. I really like that. Straight away there, just hitting that just fills me a little bit of confidence that I'm going to get the strike. I'm not always going to get the strike, obviously, but it feels like a confidence I have, and it feels like I can't really hit that left, which for me is a really big positive. There's a good strike, 245. So very consistent on that carry. When I get my strike right, miss hits, obviously, we're going to drop off a little bit as we do with any other club. But Apex UW, would this be something that you might go out and try? Where would that sit in your bag? Would you replace out maybe a fairway wood that you would struggle a little bit on, and maybe just introduce that as something as a slightly easy option, but keeping up that distance, ball speed and accuracy as well? Appreciate you watching the video as always, and hopefully we'll catch you all very soon.